Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is March 28th, 2022. So, people keep asking me to cover the Will Smith and Chris Rock altercation at the 94th Academy Awards. And I looked at it, and this seems to be another racial divisive story, another race war ritual. So, let's just get right to it. So, if you saw the Academy Awards yesterday, Chris Rock he said a joke about Will Smith's wife, saying that she looks like G.I. Jane, and he said basically, I can't wait for G.I. Jane 2 to come out, right? Because she has a shaved head now, and she looks like Demi Moore, who played G.I. Jane in the film G.I. Jane. And Will Smith, even though he laughed at the joke, he still went up to the stage and slapped Chris Rock. He didn't punch him in the face like a real man. He decided to slap him. But, what I'm going to show you guys in this video is that there's a reason this took place on the day that it did. And there's a reason Will Smith slapped him instead of punching him in the face like a real man. And I read more into this, and it seems like, their so-called beef, it goes back to, it didn't start yesterday. It actually goes back all the way to the 88th Academy Awards. And if you guys remember the 88th Academy Awards, they were supposed to boycott those Oscars because a lot of black celebrities were complaining that there wasn't enough black actors being nominated for the awards. And I remember back then, Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith's wife, she was one of the actresses that spoke out against the Oscars and said she wasn't going to go until more black actors get nominated for the awards. And Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith on that day as well, saying, Jada Pinkett Smith says she's not coming to the awards, but, she wasn't invited. And something like that. It was, if you guys go back and see the clip, you'll get what the whole joke was. But the 88th Academy Awards, it took place on the 59th day of the year. It took place on February 28th, 2016. And as most of you should already know, the number 59 gets used again and again in shaming rituals when involving black people. So how perfect for the 88th Academy Awards to take place on the 59th day of the year. Academy Awards that was all about race. And here we are in the 94th Academy Awards, and this is also involving race. So there's a lot to talk about, but let's just get started. So yesterday was the 94th Academy Awards, and notice, slapping. That's what took place yesterday. Most people are going to remember the Academy Awards not for who won what award, but for the slapping that took place between Will Smith and Chris Rock. Notice Frenemies is also 94, and the reason I put this up there is because CNN put out an article saying that Chris Rock and Will Smith are now frenemies because they used to be longtime friends and now they're enemies, and it makes sense why they use that phrase. It's because it equals 94, and I guess they became frenemies at the 94th Academy Awards. And again, the people behind this is the church, and notice Roman Catholic Church is 94. Society of Jesus definitely have they're the reason this even took place. But look, notice this, right? So Chris Rock, he was born on February 7th, and yesterday was 48 days after his birthday. And notice slap is 48. Slapping is 94. But he gets slapped 48 days after his birthday. Slap is 48. He talked about G.I. Jane 2, saying that Jada Pinkett Smith should be in G.I. Jane 2 because of her shaved head. Notice that film. That's not a real film, by the way. But if they was to make a real film, I think Jada Pinkett Smith would be the perfect cast member for that. But I think the reason he said G.I. Jane 2 is because of Jumanji 48, and it was 48 days after his birthday. And just know that 48 is a big number with Hollywood and, of course, the Illuminati. But you know what else is 48? Race war. And again, the 88th Academy Awards was all about race. And this event between Chris Rock and Will Smith is a racial story. Two black people using violence. Well, only one person used violence. But if you remember what Chris Rock said at the 88th Academy Awards, he said, you want to have more black actors nominated, you need to have more black categories. I mean, what does that even mean? A black category? It's just so racist. But, you know, he's just a puppet. You know, he like, it doesn't make sense. I don't get how these black people, because Chris Rock is black. Like, how can you, it's just, oh man, the power of being a sellout. Like, how can you just, these people don't even care about their own culture. It's just unbelievable. But there's no such thing as a black category, first of all. But, you know, I think what he wanted to say was, you know, you want to have more black actors at the Academy Awards, you need to do more stuff like this. You need to see, you have to have more violence. Black people need to act black, quote unquote. And how do black people act supposedly according to the media? Well, they use violence. They do what Will Smith does. Stop talking about my wife. Stop fucking talking about my girlfriend. Oh, you don't want to stop? Okay, here, slap. You know, that's the stereotype. Black people using violence because they don't know how to act, supposedly, according to the media. Sick stuff. So yeah, Race Wars 48. So another racial divisive ritual at the Academy Awards, just like how it was on the 88th Academy Awards. If you measure to Chris Rock's upcoming birthday, which is on February 7th, 2023, notice it happened 317 days before his birthday. And remember that number 317, it looks like the word lie upside down, because yesterday's event was a big lie. And going back to the 88th Academy Awards, it took place on February 28th, 2016. And notice from the 88th Academy Awards to the 94th Academy Awards, it was exactly 317 weeks. And of course, that's a 66 prime number, and number of the beast is 66. Big number of the beast ritual. And of course, it's the Jesuits behind all this, right? Notice Jada Pinkett Smith was born on September 18th, and yesterday was the 191st day of her age. Society of Jesus 191. This is why she was chosen for this ritual, and this is the reason she was chosen for the ritual back at the 88th Academy Awards when she decided to speak out against it and so-called boycott the Academy Awards. Notice her name is 63 and 99. Those racism numbers, right? 63 and 99. We talk about those numbers all the time when it comes to these racial divisive stories. Think about Ronnie King beat on the 63rd day of the year. Think about George Floyd, who got killed. Not George Floyd. Oh, George Floyd as well. He got killed around the number 99 as well. But Eric Garner, he got killed by the police officer who was wearing a T-shirt with the number 99 on the back. And remember, Garner, his surname is 99. He was murdered in Tompkinsville, Staten Island, which equals 99 as well. Remember, Garner is 99. And Garner is also 63. Funny. Racism all over. Eric Garner, remember, I Can't Breathe? The police officer had a green T-shirt with the number 99 on the back. Choked him because he was selling cigarettes. 99 and 63. Just like racism. If you remember the George Floyd story, George Floyd, there was supposed to be a coffee price at the back, at the gas station behind the kneeling. It said that the coffee price was 99 cents. I think it happened at the front of the supermarket Cup Foods, which is also 99 and 36, like racism. Yeah, they use these numbers again and again. So notice Jada Pinkett Smith, her name is 6399, and she's involved in these racial divisive stories once, again and again, you know. Back at the 88th Academy Awards, and again now at the 94th Academy Awards, because her name has those values. And they chose an important day because, you know, March 27th, 2022, that was the day with 72 numerology, like how Jesuit order is 72 on the 191st day of her age. Going back to 59, right? So the 88th Academy Awards, it took place on the 59th day of the year. Remember, Negro, Rasta, Slave, Blues, they are all 59. If you read this article, you can do a Google search and just write a timeline of Will Smith and Chris Rock's beef. And once you read this article, you're gonna see the video clip. I can't play it on on my channel, obviously, right? But you're gonna see that video clip of the 88th Academy Awards when Chris Rock first started the beef between him and Jada Pinkett Smith, and he talked about, you know, the racism and how they should have more black categories, you know, like best, you know, friend. It's just so stupid because he's a black man doing all this, man. This shit is sick. But again, these people are actors, and if you want to know, like, first of all, you don't even need to know none of this. A lot of you should just see that it's fake. Like, I shouldn't be showing you all this to convince you that this was a ritual. A lot of you should just see that, okay, first of all, if this was real, a man should not be slapping another man, right? That's not a manly thing to do. We don't slap. You know, if you have a problem with my girlfriend, we go up. No, I don't recommend this to anybody, but if you're gonna use physical force against somebody, you don't, as a man, you don't slap him. First of all, you punch him in the face. That's what a man will do. But the fact that he slaps him, that should just, you know, trigger a red light in your mind. Secondly, why would he do this at the Academy Awards? Why did he wait to do it backstage somewhere where there's no cameras? Because if this is real, Chris Rock could sue him. This is a big lawsuit. You assaulted me, sir. Give me all your millions now. Has Chris Rock even talked about suing Will Smith? No. So these are the things you should be asking yourself. But people don't ask no questions. People just see this stuff and like, oh, this is so funny. He slapped them. Black people, they don't know how to act. Look at them. They go to the award show and this is how they act. This is why they're not invited. This is why you're not invited, right? A lot of you are feeding into this and giving them what they want, you know. They don't want to invite black people to the Academy Awards. And a lot of you who buy into this are just accepting that this is how black people act. And you guys, first of all, you guys think that Will Smith, does he have any history of violence? It doesn't even fit his character. He's not a violent person. I mean, look at his career. He's been a comedian. I don't even think he's been in violent movies. This is not part of his character. How do you even believe that Will Smith is capable of doing that? And this also goes back to, this is also connected to, you know, their relationship status. At one point, I think they was going to break up. I think there was a show that Jada Pinkett Smith was in with her daughter, saying that, admitting to the times that she was also thought about having an affair during her marriage, right? All this stuff, racial divisive stereotypes, black people cheating on each other, two black men using, you know, having a physical altercation. This is all racial divisive, part of the race war. And you know what I want to show you guys is they use the same numbers for all these events. We just saw how Garner is 63.99, right? Race war is 48. 48 days after Chris Rock's birthday. And just look how fake this stuff is. Like, look at his hand. Like, slap. I'ma slap you. Stop. Keep my wife's name out of your mouth. And they both smiled at the end. You didn't see they couldn't hold it. They couldn't hold it in. These two great actors, they couldn't hold their smirk. This is where the director says, cut, do it again, cut. But you know this was live, so there's no two takes at the Academy Awards. You gotta do it one take. But they couldn't hold it in. This was too funny. But yeah, so many people believed it. It's just unbelievable. It just goes to show you where people are at mentally. You're gonna see. Are you ever gonna see Robert De Niro slap Al Pacino at the awards? Probably not. Probably won't never see that. But I'll leave it there. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, everybody.